How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm about to do a premiere draft Bloomburrow. This is day one. There's been so many issues with all of these formats on Arena, but before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. More importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you can catch us streaming video games, leathercraft, some Magic the Gathering content, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. And with that out of the way, alrighty, that seems to be everyone. Pack one, pick one. What are we getting? Let's see. What are we looking at here? Alright, Bone Cash Overseer looks fine. I don't know how I feel about the Fountain Fort, right? Right, like this land seems fine. It taps for colorless. You can sacrifice a token to draw a card. You could pay a life to make a 1/1. And you can pay 4 to create a treasure token. Is that just fine? I don't know if that's fine enough. Exile a card from your hand. If this is cast from a graveyard, draw a card. Oh, wow. That's... I don't know, that's weird. Expend 4 raccoons you control, get +1/+1. Okay. Gift of food, destroy target creature. I feel like I want to take the Brambleguard Veteran. Raccoons get +1/+1 and vigilance until end of turn. It's a raccoon, it actually affects itself. So if you curve out with this guy, he attacks next turn as a 4/5 with vigilance. Is that better than Nocturnal Hunger? I don't like that you have to gift the food there. I'm willing to take the Brambleguard Veteran, but let's see what happens. Sugarcoat seems like a pretty good removal spell. Fell seems like a really much better removal spell. Bushy Bodyguard. May forage when you do put 2 1/1 counters on it. That seems pretty good too. 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. Turn up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. There's also a Corpseberry Cultivator. Sunshower Druid. Polywallop seems good too. I feel like I should take Fell because it's just 2 mana destroy a creature. It's sorcery speed. Not too happy about that. Otherwise, I'd probably take Bushy Bodyguard. Like, this also seems very good. Sometimes you can, if you can forage twice, you end up with a 4/3 and a 3/3 for 4 mana, which is not bad, you know. But I do think that removal spells are important. Shore Up, that's not bad. 1/1 counter on target creature and you gain a life. I'll take the Fell here. God, I need to get into a habit of double clicking these things. I don't know what's going on here. But sometimes you have to, like, do that. Let's see. Heaped Harvest. This is the one where you can ramp off a land. There's also a Bushy Bodyguard. I don't know how to feel about the Tangled Tumbler. Blooming Blast was fantastic. In our last draft, we just took so many of those. And then there's Early Winter. Exile a creature or target opponent exiles a creature they control. Target of the first strike and +1/+0. That doesn't seem too bad. 3 damage to target creature or planeswalkers. If you control the raccoon, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. These both seem very good, and I really like the Bushy Bodyguard as well. Part of me wants to take the Blooming Blast, just because, like, 3 damage to your opponent's face is not negligible. I'm gonna take that. I really like the 3 to the face. When it enters, if an opponent lost life this turn, add black/red. That seems not bad. Might of the Meek is that one thing. This is top or bottom. This is... It gains menace until end of turn. Not thrilled. Corpseberry Cultivator. You may forage. Bonebind Orator. I do like this one. It's a 2/2. And get you back something. This can't be blocked by power creature to power 2 or less. Hidden Grotto. God, this is hard. If an opponent lost life, add 2 mana. Isn't Bonebind Orator just better? So, like, I played in a draft before, or not a draft, in a sealed, and this is one of the cards, and it's just so good because sometimes your opponent doesn't want to attack you because they don't want you to then use that thing to get back a card. Let's see. Attacks, defending player loses life and you gain a life, but it's a 2 mana 1/3 that doesn't do much else. Return target from your graveyard to the battlefield. That seems really good. Look at this top 6. Cachet Grab, Kindle Spark Duel, Long Rivers Pull. I think I want to take the Mudflat Village. Target Bat, Lizard, Rat. They should have ordered that differently. Bat, Rat, Lizard, Squizzle, Lizard, Squiffs. There's better ways of putting it. Let's see. Thornplate, Intimidator. Oh, unless they that seems really good, especially with the offspring thing. I kind of wish this also had Menache. I feel like I should take that. What's this? When it dies, it deals 1 damage to a player. That seems not bad too. Gift to tap fish. This is the card that I wanted to draw last game, and I just didn't. To loot. I'm gonna take the Thornplate Intimidator. I do like that if you offspring this, you add to the board twice, and then your opponent has to like either sacrifice things or discard, or lose life. And at that point in the game, they might not want to sacrifice or lose life. What is this? If you gained or lost life, surveil 1 on a bat. Okay. Veteran Guard Mouse. Festival of Embers. Card would put sacrifice it. Oh, ew. That's very specifically for the blue-red deck. Frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel. Rabbit, yeah, should be on there. Okay. And then there's a Polywallop. Alright, I guess we got the Polywallop. Wasn't... Their creature... Up to 1 of the target creature gets +1/+1. Wow, that's actually really good in the Valiant deck. Menace Reach. And it enters with a 1/1 counter if an opponent lost life this turn. Otherwise, it's a 3-mana 3/3. It's a hill giant. I actually want to take the Sun Shower Druid. Druid. Ruthless Negotiation, not a big fan of that. Treetop Sentries, you may forage if you do draw a card. That seems pretty bread and butter here. Oh, and then there's a Fountain Top Bell, which is draw a card. This is actually kind of rough. This is Giant Spider with more upside. I'm going to take the Fountain Top Bell in case we end up splashing for something. It feels like we're headed towards like black-green, in which case we're going to want things like Corpseberry Cultivator or Polywallop. Polywallop, we have one of those, right? I don't think we're playing this Booming Bell. Let's take the Corpseberry Cultivator, because that triggers off of every... As long as you control a token, this gets plus... Okay. And this is exile target creature or exile the thing. Okay. That's actually really good. It feels like blue... No, sorry, black and green. Kind of opened up towards the end of there. What is this? Kestrel the Wind-Crested. Wix Patrol. It's probably the Wix Patrol. What is this? Whenever 1 or more birds you control deal combat damage to a player, choose 1. May put a bird from your hand or graveyard into the battlefield with a finality counter. Jesus. Put a 1/1 counter on each bird you control or draw a card. I wish we were in blue-white. I think we should take Wix Patrol. It is a 5/3. It's a rat. It's a 5/3 that when it ETBs, it target creature and opponent controls gets -X/-X for it. X is the greatest mana value among cards in your graveyard. That sounds great, actually. It can essentially be a 2-for-1. A 5/3 body is also not terrible. I would like a Nocturnal Hunger to wheel from this pack. And that's about it. But yeah, the Wix Patrol I think is too good. Another Wix Patrol. There's also a Dowerport Mage, which is probably not for us. Another Early Winter. We already have an Early Winter. I don't think we want to play 2 of those because it costs so much. But Wix Patrol number 2. Are we playing Wix Patrol number 2? I think we can, right? If we're in green, we could also try to like ramp a little bit. So let's try to get some rampy cards. Yeah. I'm going to take the Wix Patrol number 2. It's just a nice 2-for-1. Let's see. Bare Knuckle Boxer's fun. Peerless Recycling. I think Recycling's actually a really good card for the black-green deck, because we're going to be putting so many cards into our graveyard. But I think we should take that over the 2-drop that sometimes is indestructible. Yeah, let's take the Recycling. Sometimes you get 2 cards out of the graveyard, right? What's Lunar Convocation? If you gained or lost life this turn, create a 1/1. If you gained life this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. There's a cliff top lookout too. I was tempted to take the Lunar Convocation, like figuring we could splash for it. I don't think it's good enough. If you gained or lost life, I guess we just pay 2 mana for a card. 2 mana and 2 life for a card and a flyer. Yeah, alright, let's do it. We got the Fountain Port Bell in there as well. There's a Stargaze. Cachet Grab. If you control a squirrel or return the squirrel. I think we want a Stargaze. Yeah, let's take the Stargaze for now. We do have a Fountain Port Bell that can help us splash for that. Another Head of the Homestead. Let's see. Target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. There's also a Thornplate Intimidator. And a Baker's Bane Duo. When it enters, create a food token. When you expend 4, it gets +2 +1/+1 until end of turn. When it enters, create a food token. Let's take the 2. We have a lot of 4-and-ups, right? Peerless Recycling. That seems good. Vinereap Mentor enters or dies. Create a food token. Yes. Actually, that seems very good, especially because I would like the Grotto. I think we're going to take this. It seems very good, especially because we're going to be going through so much life. Right. There's another Vinereap Mentor. There's also a Dire Site. Surveil 2, draw 2, lose 2. Vinereap Mentor. Fantastic 2-drop. I could take the Druid of the Spade. It probably gets cut. Heaped Harvest. I guess this is when it enters and when you sacrifice, search your library for a basic land, put in the battlefield tapped. It's ramp, isn't it? God, this guy wheeled. And when it enters, until end of turn, target creature you control gets +X/+X. And how's my curve look? I'd rather have the Bare Knuckle Boxer. It's also a raccoon, which works well with Brambleguard Veteran. It looks like we're just doing black-green aggro right now. Clifftop Lookout. Wow! And then a Treetop Sentries on top of that? People are crazy. Starfall Invocation. This is the Wrath. Portent of Calamity. No. Hazel's Nocturne. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. When it enters, choose target opponent. If they reveal their card, choose a non-land, they discard it. Otherwise, they discard a card. That seems really good. Like if they lost, you Thoughtseize them. If they lost life, you Thoughtseize them. Otherwise, they just discard a card. Yeah, that seems very good. Is that better than Nocturne? I don't know. Well, we're going to want to control our opponents and what they can and can't do, so I think that's... Ooh, Wick the World Mine. We have 2 Wicks, what's it called? So this one's rats, right? How many rats do we have? 3. But, let's see. Sacrifice a snail. It makes a... When it or another one enters, create a 1/1 black snail token if you don't control a snail. Otherwise, put a 1/1 counter on target snail you control, which could be any changelings, actually. There's also Longstalk Brawl. I'm going to take the Wick, because it's just 2 bodies. And then you can sacrifice a snail for Grixis, which we probably can't pay. It does damage equal to the powers... creature's power to each opponent, then you draw cards equal to its power. Cool. Yeah, we're going to take Wick. Consumed by Greed. That seems pretty good. What's Persistent Marshstalker again? We're not really in rats? How many removal spells do I have? Fell? Hollywallop. Early Winter. I feel like I should take Consumed by Greed. Nocturnal Hunger is also tempting, as is Persistent Marshstalker, especially considering that we got what's it called? In the battlefield, tapped and attacking. You know what? We're gonna fill our graveyard, so let's take that. Hunter's Talent. Wow. Crazy. Actually crazy. I'm surprised that this is here this late. This is bite target creature. When you attack, target creature gets plus da da da, and then it can just eventually become draw a card every turn. Draw an additional card every turn. Yeah. We're taking that. Oh my god. Yeah, another hunter's talent. Sure. We're just gonna have all the removal. Paw patch formation. Just choose one. Draw a card, create a food token. Dagger Fang Duo. When it enters, may mill. Polywallop or Junk Blade Bruiser. Anything big? I have Head of the Homestead. And I have Early Winter. And Wix Patrol. No, I didn't want Rabbit. Oh, god damn it. Alright. When you gain or lose life during your turn, bats you control, and they gain Death Touch until end of turn. This only triggers once each turn. We have some bat payoffs here with Lunar Convocation, so I will take the Moonstone Harbinger, just making them all, and they gain Death Touch, so we could actually just activate Convocation, gain a bat, get a bat, and then all of our bats can attack that turn with plus as 2/1s with Death Touch. That seems good. That's a no. I think we take either that or Sun Shower Druid, and I don't know if Sun Shower Druid's even good. Let's just take the Brawl for now. Hazel's Nocturne. 2 creatures back from the graveyard. If you gained or lost life, Surveil 1. That or this. We already have an effect like Hazel's Nocturne, so I'm going to take that. I guess we can take a Bruiser, because we have a Brawl and we have so many removal spells. Bare Knuckle Boxer. Rush Shield Rampager. Oh yes, please. Moonrise Cleric, that's a bat. And Bark's Bane Duo. Wow. It feels like black-green was like super open, but the synergies that we're going to be looking for may not be exactly where we need to be. Because we took... And this is like a very tribal-heavy set with a lot of tribes that just like aren't normally supported. Let's see. So we want to sort between creatures and other things. Alright, so these are removal spells. This is a removal spell that's probably going to get cut. Fell is a removal spell. Stargaze is a control spell. Polywallop's a removal spell. Heaped Harvest. Brawl is a removal spell, and it's probably our worst one. Alright, so Recycling, Convocation. Let's see, Recycling gets back any permanent, right? Yeah, okay. So Heaped Harvest can fix for us. Stargate, and it ramps. Fixing and ramping, but we have, what's it called? Clifftop Lookout, so that's gone. Fountainport Bell, I am going to keep that. We're going to only play, I feel like 1 Plains is fine. Right. I don't know if I want Head of the Homestead. I do want 2 Wix Patrols, though. Sun Shower Druid's not doing enough here for this deck, and I think that that's an easy cut. Sure, it's a 1-mana 1/3 that gains you a life, or it could make something else that much better, but I don't know. Like, there's going to be games where we top deck this, and it's going to feel abysmal. I'm going to cut him. Orator's great, actually. Defending player loses a life and you gain a life, that's terrible. Harbinger's fine. Starlit Soothsayer, if you gained or lost life, Surveil 1, sure. Okay. Thought Stalker Warlock, this is great. Druid of the Spade, that's an easy cut because we're not really trying to make tokens. Bramble, boom. Raccoons. How many raccoons do we have? 6. We have 6 raccoons. Okay. So that's actually likely not going to get cut. Corpseberry Cultivator. We may forage. We're not foraging for much, so I'm actually going to cut that. Can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less, and it's a raccoon. This is a rat. This is a rat rogue. Could have had 2 of those. I think we cut the Longstalk Brawl because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removal spells. We have 2 cards that get us card advantage plus this. This could also get us card advantage, but we're not going to activate that. Never mind. Whenever this attacks, you gain a life. You gained a lost life. Okay. Stargaze. Let's cut Stargaze. We're not really a control deck here. We are an aggro deck. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep... Oh yeah, this is actually really good because you can keep coming back, and I think we want that to happen several times. Top lookout. Worse. Are these Vinereap Mentors good? They feel okay. Like they enter, and when they enter and when they die, they make a food token. They're 3/2s for 2. The life gain can help us offset the life loss from the lunar convocation. I think they're fine. Maybe the cut is a Wix Patrol. No, but we have Wick. We can't cut Wick. We have to have all the Wicks. Wick. Right, Summer? Summer says yes. Summer's like, I like Wick. I'm gonna bite him. You would. You want to eat the rats? She used to be a mouser. She just likes the thought of us just devouring all the mice. Maybe we cut the early winter. It is pretty, what's it called? Flexible. I think our cuts really should be creatures, because if we cut 3 creatures, I think that this deck is fine. I just don't know what to cut. Maybe it's Bare Knuckle Berserker, Bare Knuckle Boxer, and Veteran. Veteran, Boxer, right. And let's cut one more creature. That's card advantage, this card advantage. We also cut a land. I think we're fine on lands because we're gonna be getting them off of other cards. That's this little nerd. It creates a food token when it enters, so that's one of the reasons why I don't want to get rid of it. And then it can become a 3/3. Alright, maybe it's the early winter. And then we just play 41 cards. No, I think we also gotta cut a Wix Patrol, right? Yeah, let's cut one Wix Patrol. We'll see how this goes. 40 cards, 16 lands, right? Yeah. We'll see how this goes. Because sometimes, especially if you think about my last draft, that had way too many, there were way too many, what's it called? We'll put the Vinereap Mentors as the deck art. I said we'll make the Vinereap Mentor be the deck art. Never mind. It's okay. It's okay. The last draft that I did, there were too many games where I was flooding out. We still won a majority of them, and maybe the same thing was happening to our opponents, but geez, it felt bad. It felt bad to go like, that sure is my 8th land. For like a disproportionate number of them. Alright. We have technology. We have a curve. We got a 2, a 3, and a 4. And play that. Target bat, lizard rat, squirrel. Sure. Play this. Play that. Make a food. I can't play the convocation yet, so hopefully we draw a white no blocks here. That's silly. Sure. Okay. There's a white source. Sure. Alright. Taking one. Resolve. And then we're gonna play the Moonstone Harbinger. I think next turn we're just gonna play Wick. Although I can just start feeding... I guess we could do both, right? We could go Fel and Lunar Convocation. Or we can Lunar Convocation. Rude! Wait, what was that? Oh, they didn't want to lose the life. Okay. Yeah, let's play this. Let's play Wick. Wick! We can block this with the snail. Sure. Yeah, make it a 4-1. I will definitely block it with this thing. Cool. Here we go. Fell. And... oh, swam. Attack with this. I'm gonna leave that back to block. Lunar Convocation. Ooh! That's pretty good. Sure. Land is not what I want. Draw a card. Okay, play the forest. Play this. Decline. End turn. Wasn't this... you gained life. If you gained and lost... oh, and lost! Oh, I was supposed to crack a food too. Oh, I have to do both? That might be a cut. That might be too much. Sure. Sure. Activate this to draw a card. Sure. Starlit Soothsayer. You gained or lost life this turn, surveil. I could use a lot less land, Dean. Activate this. Oh my god! How much frigging... okay. Sure. That's fine. I double block the Agate Blade Assassin, or if they just attack with the 3-tree mascot. Really? Okay. Opponent's playing removal tribal here. I guess I'm taking 1 and 1. Yeah, that's fine. No blocks. That's annoying. Okay, play this. Let's see. First card off the top. Okay. Land. Sacrifice food. Resolve. Activate this to draw a card. Okay, attack. And... if you gain life, each opponent lose life. Okay. Sure. 1 blocker. I finally drew something relevant, but I don't know if it's too late. I need to, let's see. They removed, like, so many cards of mine. Okay. That's a... sure. Play this. Play that, play that, play that. Next. No attack. End turn. Oh, God. We're gonna have to, like, block this, too. We're gonna need to use these two... oh, we can triple block this, actually. With the Lookout and the 2 flyers. Flame Cash Gecko. Yep. Pass. Okay, they didn't see it. Not gonna activate that, I'll tell you that much for true. Pollywallop. That's really good here. Creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power. What do you do? 1 or more rats, if 7 or more. Okay. Okay. This is double its power, right? It's target creature you don't control. Bong, bong. Okay. End turn. Looting? Okay. Agate Assault. Okay. If they do that, then I'm gonna do this. Get rid of that now. Sure. Pass. They attack with both. Yeah. They lose something here. We'll play Bonebind Orator next. And we'll attack with these two in the air. And this guy on the ground, actually. And end turn. I'm going to avoid activating Lunar Convocation because we have nothing. Yep. Sure. Resolve. Sure. Just top decking lands. It's fine. That happens. I thought about taking one too, but we're no longer in... Ooh. We're just not going to have mana to do anything. There's plenty of things. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pass. Lizard, rat, squirrel, bat. What does this do again? Gain or lose life during your turn. Lizard, rat, squirrel, bat. I guess we can get back that, right? We'll get back Wick. My turn. Okay. Could play this, but let's first attack with... just to pressure them. Sure. I'll play Wick the World Mind. Makes a 1/1, and then we'll play Junkblade Bruiser. It's a 4/5 with with Trample. We've tied it up now. This is exactly where we want to be, right? We want to be full of resources and have our opponent have no resources. Now, when we do attack, we can pay to have the Persistent Marsh Stalker re-enter the battlefield as a 4/1, and that'll also make this thing a 2/2. Okay. Opponent's top decking so many lands. Okay. Yeah. I will put this in front of that. And if they have a combat trick, so be it. Sure. Was that it? Oh, they should have used that defensively. I don't think that that's good enough. Vinereap Mentor is great here, actually. I think they noticed that also there's a pretty high chance of me just going and, like, overrunning them just by swinging out there. And we'll claim that. That was a suspect attack back there. 1-0 going into round 2. I think they should have saved that for the defense. I like that it's indestructible and not whatever the thing is that makes the ETBs. We can keep this. Would have liked a 2-drop creature. That's not wonderful. There's a 2-drop creature. Play this. We'll play the Baker's Bane duo. And I think next turn we can just Hunter's Talent slap that. No blocks. Okay. Actually, let me hit them first. Play this, then we'll play the Thoughtstalker Warlock. Since our opponent lost life, I get to get a good look at their hand and take their most meaningful card. Okay. Not really good there. Let's take the Nocturne, because that's a 2-for-1. Cool. Alright, so let's see. Forest. Next turn we're taking 6 unless I kill one of these things. So I think what I need to do is... oh god, we can do a few things. I can Peerless Recycling. to get that back. Let me attack first and see what happens. Sure. And then I will play... Let's play this. Because this allows me to, when they cast that, use Hunter's Talent to punch that thing. This is going to attack as a 3-3, and that's going to suck. Yep. Destroy target artifact. They're probably just going to destroy my food. It can only fight a creature token. I guess I could put a 1/1 counter on it, on a creature that they control. Sure. Oh yeah, please be greedy and put it on the 5/4. Okay. No blocks here. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna do this. Hunter's Talent. Okay. Do I just level this up? Attack creature gets +1/+0 and trample until end of turn. Yeah, let's just do that, and then we'll leave this back to block. No attacks. Because if this trades with that, that's fine. I don't care. Wick the World Mind. Okay. Sure. Okay. Trading. Bonk. Good old Death Touch. Alright, so what do you do again? You have... Alright, we're just gonna play you. And if we can get a... Yeah, figured. Yep, there we go. Alright, so... What do we do here? We can't offspring that because that's 7, but we can offspring this. Offspring? Autopay. That expends 4, so this gets +2/+0. We attack with that. +1/+0 and trample. Bong. If we could draw another land, I can cast this with Offspring, and that'll be pretty rude, actually. What is this? Offspring 2. Oh! Ooh, okay. Sacrifice that artifact to gain 3. Okay. Perfect. I think we just do this. Sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card twice. Cast with Offspring. Autopay. Good game. There we go. See? Cards like that like do double duty, 2-for-1, 4-for-1 nonsense. I just absolutely silly, right? Getting the Offspring of this and then like forcing your opponents to either sacrifice things or discard, and then having this is gonna have trample. We're gonna attack with this as a 5/4 with trample. We're gonna leave this back to block, obviously. Actually, can be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Oh, this is unblockable. This is unblockable. They could block this and lose most of their board. Leave match. That worked pretty well, and just hit platinum, which is not bad, actually. 2-0 going into round 3. Again, if you're watching on the YouTube, please hit that thumbs up because it really helps me out. Especially because like the algorithm doesn't know what to do with me quite yet. I'm trying to curse less. And then screaming, cocksucker, motherfucker. This is bad. This is bad. This is a mulligan. What is this one-lander? What is this one-lander bullshit? It is a mulligan. Opponent goes first, at least, so... And it looks like they're having, Okay, there we go. We can keep this, and because of that, we'll put a forest to the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna play the forest, we're gonna play the fountain, port bell. We're gonna put a white source on top. Take action. So we make sure that we get our planes. Okay, that's not great for us. We don't really have anything to do here. Let's put a 1/1 counter on it. next end turn. I'm just gonna draw a card off of this. We're gonna have to take 2 here. Yep, Innkeeper's Talent. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Jesus. Okay, that's very good. I mean, it's a rare. That makes sense. Resolve. Pass. Here, pass, pass. And we're gonna draw a card off of this. Okay. That's a turn too late though, which sucks. Okay, so Black Source. Mentor. Okay. I don't think we're blocking here. Unfortunately, this being a 3/4 is just like... It's gonna be a problem for a while. We're gonna need to draw into our other removal. Opponent looks like they're... Okay. I can kill that at the very least. Fire creatures control, yep. No blocks here. Arms you control with counters on them have ward 1. Not great. Okay. I'll play this, and I'll play Hunter's Talent. Sure, I don't control, yes. Resolve, auto pay. There we go. And I think I will block... No. Actually, you know what? We won't block here. We're going to leave up the Harbinger next turn. We're going to just play that out. Because I don't think playing the Junkblade Bruiser is going to be particularly good there. And then we can always just get back the Harbinger with Peerless Recycling. What does this do? Oh, okay. Opponent looks like they're in the red-green. Oh no, they're playing white cards. Looks like they're in Naya then. So at a certain point they might just spit out a bunch of tokens? Okay, 2/2. Sure. Uh-huh. Yep. Makes sense. Finally showed me what that was. Okay. Play this. I think we definitely have to play this, and then we're going to Peerless Recycling at the end of their turn. Attacks, end turn. I guess I could have attacked into that, but I do want to block one of them. Or rather, both. I'll block this with the Harbinger and this with the Reaper Mentor, rather. Take out the trash. Rude! Sure. This is like looking pretty bad here. I'll just say that right now. We're gonna get that back with recycling. Okay. Yep. I think we have to play a little conservatively here. Pass. Because this has trample, so like regardless. Here's another food token. And we'll get back this guy. If I draw a land. Nope. Of course not. I could cast Fell on one of these things, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. I guess if I cast Lunar Convocation, and then I Fell the other one. Oh, it tapped... Okay. It tapped weird. Okay. This is fine, I think. You said we're probably just going to lose to Innkeeper's Talent, unless our opponent starts to brick. Oh yeah, GG. Huh. I guess that's a pretty good board wipe, isn't it? Especially if your opponent just can't build a board. Yeah, if the gift was promised. It deals 1 damage to any target and 2 to each creature afterwards. Okay, leave match. That was fine. Yeah, I guess we didn't have anything really to play early on. There should be enough creatures in here. It's just I don't know. Their deck was also very fast, and I hope that this format's not too fast. 2-1 going into round 4. I hope that this format's not too fast. I'm gonna say that because it doesn't seem to be that fast yet. But also, it's day 1. It's literally day 1. So, this seems fine. Like to draw more lands. That technically counts as a land. Cliff top lookout. Make one of those. Sure. Aw, look at that little guy. Okay, next, I'll attack. Sure. Creates a food token, and then we're gonna play Cliff Top Lookout. Ooh, we got a Wix Patrol. What do we put at the bottom? Polywall up? Alright, that's fine. Done. Moonstone Harbinger, okay. I think I could do both here, right? Tap this for a black. Oh, did opponent miss a land drop? Creature I control, creature I don't control. Bonk. If we hit another land, Wix Patrol can kill something small-ish. Not necessarily that, more like that. Okay, so whenever I attack, target creature gets +1/+0 and trample. I think I send in the Vinereap Mentor. And if they want to trade, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't really want them to have any sort of card advantage engine here. And then we can play this guy. You know, we have a lot of tokens. I didn't realize we'd have so many tokens. Our opponent, though, they treated our mentors like the scariest things. Draw 2, lose 2. Okay. Bong. I think we can play the bone bind. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, so here, play this. Let's actually level this up. Twice. It's +1/+0 and trample. If they have a way to remove it, cool. Okay. I've never seen that one before. That's neat. Forage or pay an extra black. Okay. Emberheart Challenger. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. That might be a problem. Do I care? Yeah, I don't want to take this much damage. Sure. Wix Patrol is now going to 2, 3. Kill that. Hit them for 2. Draw a card because I have a big creature. And it's all coming together, baby! Sure, be Disciple. Alright. Drain me for 1. Sure. Alright. Play this. Draw another extra card. Yep. Oh, I thought that was my Wick. That's my... Okay. Opponent's really trying here, but they're like top decking real hard. Let's see. We're gonna play this. Offspring. Autopay. Take 2. Draw a card. Good game. Wow, that was great. They had the removal for all of our big creatures, and they just peeled them off one at a time, right? That was fine, I don't care. They peeled off their removal spells one at a time, and it was like remove, 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 remove. And every time it's just like, big creature, big creature, big creature, big creature. Aww. Leave match. And they knew that they were just going to get buried in card advantage. And so that's why they scooped. 3 and 1. Here's our next opponent, 3-1, going to round 5. We almost have our entry fee back. We've so far won 1,000 gems, which is great. That's good enough, I feel. We have all of our... Let me keep this. We have all of our mana sources, so I'm going to play the green source and play the bell. I would like another land, so I'm going to take action, and we're going to put a forest on top. Oh, if I was going to put a forest on top, I should have played the swamp first, then. Play this. Play Vinereap Mentor. 3-2 for 2 that enters. Ooh, Seedglaive Mentor, please, thank you. I would love to trade. You kidding me? Yeah, baby, that's great. We can play this now. Play the Bonebind Mentor, and we can cash this in for a card. In turn. Or rather, Bonebind Orator. Sun Spine Lynx. Okay. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. What do you do again? When it enters, deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands they control. I'm gonna play this. Just because it blocks that very well. Lose 3 life unless you sacrifice a non-land permanent or pitch a card, and no attacks. This trades for that. That's great. And if they kill it, that sucks. I don't know. What are you gonna do, right? Veteran Guard Mouse. Okay. Play this land. I think we play this. We can't gain life because of that Sunspine Lynx, so... next... No attacks. End turn. I'm hoping to cast Wix Patrol to... You know what I need to do? I think I need to throw the Thornplate Intimidator at them. Sure. +1/+0 and first strike. Okay. Sure. 5/5. Pass. Yep, pass. No blocks. Pass. That way I can ensure... what do you do? Okay. They're getting a wiener out of that. Resolve. My turn. Okay. Alright, they're just taking it. Creatures power 2 or less. So they have to be blocked by bigger creatures. So this is actually not great here. Let me just cast... Best use of my mana is actually just try to fire off this Week's Patrol and see what we get. It's... what is it? -3, -3, so it would be that. Unfortunately. It doesn't say what it is either, which is like really annoying. I had to like look. Usually it tells you X is equal to whatever. Imagine you misclick thinking, oh, I thought I saw a 4-drop. Nope. Can't undo it, bitch. Yep. This is target creature from the graveyard. Okay, so we will block that with the Bonebind Orator. Yep. Oh, this is gain them life? Oh no. Okay. And I think next turn we're just gonna play this. What the fuck are you? Choose one. Okay. You too. I'm gonna play the Head of the Homestead next. Opponent's like, I don't want to take 9. Sure. There we go. That's great. Because then I can cast this. Actually, wait. If I cast this and Offspring it. No, I think I need the bodies. End turn. I think I need the bodies here. Because I could put one of these in front of one of these two, and it's just like, that doesn't matter. You know? Although, maybe I wanted to attack with Rush Shield Rampager first? Who knows at this point. I think we need to get back Wix Patrol, though. Yep. Because I really need to get rid of this Warren War Leader. Gonna gain some life. Persistent Marsh Stalker. Seems good, actually. And it allows us to fully tap out of our mana. Actually, I have 8 mana, right? So if I play this... okay. Sure. For each other rat you control. Sure. Like, that's weird. Actually, now that I can get that back, is it better than Bonebind Orator? I can block with this. Sure. And then end turn. Because if I do that, it taxes them of like 2 cards or 6 life, or they could sacrifice creatures. It's one of those like, I don't care. You do whatever you want, buddy. You know? Type deals. Sure. Resolve. That becomes a 5/5. And I block with my weenies? Mm-hmm. Or I block with a weenie? Mm-hmm. Sure. Attacking creatures you control get +1/+1. Okay. Pass. Put this in front of that. Put this in front of that. Pass. Don't. Like, that's a shame. Which other rat you control? Now, let's take this. Alright, so... we're gonna take the Wix Patrol. And... sack of food, draw a card. I'm sorry, sack of food, gain some life. Okay. Wix Patrol. And this is a rat, so it allows me to attack with this thing pretty well. We could already get -4/-4. Actually, you know what? No, it has to be this thing. Okay. They're all hexproof. Okay, there goes my wick, which is unfortunate. That's fine. They're hexproof, but not indestructible. No attacks right now. Sure. Gravekin Duo. Really? Oh, okay, they're targeting nothing. I'm gonna block it with Persistent Marsh Stalker, and then next turn when we attack with Wix Patrol, we get to bring it back from the graveyard, and that's gonna feel great! Especially because Persistent Marsh Stalker can't really attack well into this board of 1/1s. Let's see. What could get us out of this? There's a Polywallop. Mentor would be helpful. Hunter's Talent would be super great here, actually. Because we have like a massive amount of, a massive mana sink. Yeah. Oh, wow, that was weird. Okay. Like I said, Hunter's Talent. Let's see. Okay, sure. They scooped specifically to Hunter's Talent. That's how crazy that card is. As an uncommon, I think people are gonna find out that that's one of the mythic uncommons. Just it does so much, and we're at 4 wins. It does so much for 2 mana. It's a fight spell on ETB, sorcery speed, and then it's you know, a little bit of evasion with +1/+0 and trample, and then it's card draw. I don't think it would have been unreasonable to just tap out there. All right, let's keep it. Hope to draw into lands. We'll play the black source first, because if we draw a green source, that'll allow me to play things like Baker's Bane Duo, Fountain Bell. Seems good. Fountain Port Bell. Very good card. I feel like I should play another Plains, actually, because of how the interaction between those two. Play the Marsh Stalker. If I can get a green source. Alright. Never mind. Have to gain and lose. Yep. Missed the land drop, though. That feels bad. What's our chances of drawing a land? 45% according to that thing. Okay. Here you do. Hey! It's not bad. Talent. I'll just keep this up. If I could draw another land, we got a Polywallop. But Wick the World Mind will also likely make it so that this becomes hard to block as a 4/1 if we can get another land. Raccoon Rallier. Fell? Do I fell this? No. Now they have to block. But they might have a trick. Oh wow, okay. Maybe I should have drawn a card off of Lunar Convocation. Opponent is red-white. What is this? Okay. That seems pretty good. Good enough to fell. Yep. God, that just comes into play, huh? Alright. Maybe no. It's too risky to try to draw a card and draw a land off of it. So let's just do this now. Especially while they're tapped out. Might of the Meek? What the fuck is that? Top 5 cards. Oh, it's a trample draw card. Okay. I was about to say, alright, so we had them on card advantage for a little bit back there, but now they've drawn like 2 cards off of this fucking thing, which is pretty bad, and we're a little behind, as they say in France. So Seedglaive Mentor is terrible for us. Okay. Hey, a land! Okay, so here's Wick. Makes a 1/1. Mouse Trapper, okay. Yeah, we're too far behind at this point. I know that opponents probably cursing the fact that they've drawn so many goddamn lands, right? Because they're at 7? Yeah, 7. Whereas we've drawn only 4. We're at turn 7, and we've drawn only 4. Sure. What the fuck is that? Oh! Tap target creature an opponent controls. Am I just dead? I might be just dead. Yeah, good game. Yeah. Yeah, we were too slow. It would have been nice if we drew real cards. Well, it would have been nice if we drew lands. You know how much I complain about that? And then it's just like, yes, the opposite. Cool. Thank you, Variance. I hate you too. Your mom's a whore, Variance. Alright. So 4 and 2. Just gonna talk shit about Variance. It's okay, guys. Updating a bunch of stuff on my phone. We're 4 and 2 going into round 7? I think it's 7. This is great. Yeah, we could draw a land, we could play Wick, and our opponent mulliganed. Beautiful. I'm gonna play the Swamp first, in case... I don't think we're gonna want to cast Fell very early. But, yeah, Swamp first, pretty good. We have a 3-drop now. Everything in our hand is castable except for Wick. And there's the land. Patchwork Banner. Bird. Okay. We're gonna play this land. Hit him for 3. Play the Harbinger. Whenever you gain or lose a life, that's okay. They're just not doing anything? I'm just gonna hit them. I'm gonna attack them, and they have access to 5 mana. Salvation Swan. Okay. 4/4. So they're probably gonna block that. Yep. Okay. They chose bird. Okay. Get a food token. Get out of here. And end turn. That was weird. That was weird that they thought that that was the play. Another Patchwork Banner? Get out of here. Stop it. The beginning and stuff, if you gained or lost life. Okay. Well, that's a 3/4. So, that's a problem, as they say. No land. Would have liked land. We have to kill everything now because of these 2 Patchwork Banners. Play this. Another food, I'll attack. Don't. And that was only 2 creatures. That's the thing. And still the arena's bugged. Okay, so that's is that another flyer? It's a 5/5 flyer. Okay. Wick the World Mind. I could level this up and then do nothing else. I think we don't even attack. It enters, returns to the battlefield. Okay. Yeah, I don't even think we attack here. I think we just build out the board. No attacks. I'd like to get Head of the Homestead out. And I leave the Death Toucher back, because that's where we are right now. Ha-ha! Sure. Each one of their creatures is just like a problem. They have these massive creature massive problem creatures here. Let's see, we'll play this. And then I'm gonna level up this. And no attacks here. I think It's okay to let them hit us. I just hope they run out of creatures. Intrepid rabbit. Okay. Taking 7. You control without flying gets +1/+. Okay. I think we just take it. No blocks here. Like, that sucks, but we can regain health through these things. Play that. I think we attack with those two. Give that trample. And I think I will level this up and then play the Baker's Bane duo. If they don't block. If they block this... Oh, wow, okay. Sure. What's funny is I can get that back. So that's gonna gain us some life. And... I'm actually gonna leave that up and draw us a card, yep. I'm actually gonna leave it up. The food activation. Yep. So, yep. No blocks. Pass. I have to give it to another thing. Land. My turn. Sacrifice food. Get some life. Okay. Next. Attack. 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 This one plus 3+0? Or +1/+0? I'll trade. You want to trade that wiener for this wiener? Yeah, sure. If I play this, I get a card. And we get a wiener, who then becomes bigger when we cast the spell next turn. Yeah, end turn. We just crack a bunch of food here. Rust Shield Rampager. Cool. I think we can get them here. Pass. Figured. Okay. Play a land. What do we play here? If we attack with everything, they're just dead, right? Have to block. They just take 5. Good game. Hey, did it! Gained so much life that our opponent was like, I'm hitting you with a 5/5. That seemed pretty iffy at times because, like, Patchwork Banner twice for Bird, right? Making all of their rather okay to deal with birds actually kind of giant. That's wild. This is a very good uncommon in the set. But we got there. And we got there because we didn't brick. Alright, so what are we, 5-2? Yeah, we're 5-2, baby. I love this time when everybody's still learning the format, where you get to have like these real games, you know, where people are just like, is this good? I'm not sure if this is good. And so if you can evaluate a card early on based on whether or not it's good, you have like sort of an edge, I guess. Another land gets me Clifftop Mentor, otherwise. And this is a pretty keepable hand, yeah. Clifftop Lookout. Vinereap Mentor. We can keep this. Here's the land. Sure. Karate Cup. Okay. Oh, it's Scries too, that's right. It's cute. Vinereap Mentor. And then next turn we can Clifftop Lookout. We get a 4th land so we can play Wick on curve. At the very least. Okay. Short bow. If they put this on that, it has vigilance. So I can't even, like... Yeah, that's fine. Let's stop lookout. Sure. What do we reveal? Starlet, Soothsayer, and Hunter's Talent. Oh, it's a shame that that's on the bottom now. I don't know if I have any shuffle effects. I do. It's that bell. And we can choose to look for a land, fail to find, and then shuffle, which is also good. I think next turn we can actually just Vinereap Mentor Harbinger double spell, right? Okay, they're gaining 2 life. Gonna 1/1. Yep. Makes sense. Land. Oh, I can only do one of these. Okay. Wait. No attacks. This way, if they want to attack with this, I can still double block with these two. As opposed to like throwing the wick in front of it. Because if they have open mana, they might have that combat trick that gives +2/+2 and or indestructible. Wow, it is late. Trying to finish this up, baby. We started at like 9 something. Alright. Put these 2 wieners in front of it. Didn't realize I am missing a black source. I misread this clifftop lookout too. I keep thinking it's like, look at the top 6 cards, and it's just like, no, you just reveal until you get a thing. They what now? That was weird. Okay. I get to kill that. That does get them a card back, but we get to fell it. Warren Elder. Okay. Fell. Next. They're at 23 because they ate food. That's right. They cracked a carrot cake. Could use another black source. If I get one more land though, I think Rust Shield Rampager with Offspring might be good. Right. Equip 1, sure. Resolve. It's a 3/3. Yeah. I'm not gonna block with this if they attack. Shortbow really changes like combat math a lot, but I don't think this is the right deck for it. They must have like some Valiant upside other than Whiskervale Forerunner. They must, right? I have to assume. Just not do that damage. Well, there's Head of the Homestead. Ooh, do they have a counterspell? Dazzling Denial. Woo! Interesting. No block. No attacks here. Let's see. Dazzling Denial. Alright, this is the first time I've seen a counterspell. So, it's just like, well, they're playing blue. They might just have one. And that would have been a good spell to counter. I'm going to, yeah, we're going to double block here. And if they have anything, they have some, you know what I mean? Shit'll suck, but what are you going to do, right? Other than be served. Ooh, okay. That's pretty good. And that's target attacking block, tapped or tapped creature, 3 life if you control a bat. And then what's that? Oh wow, hop 2, it's very good. Okay. Okay, so we played this. And then we play the Baker's Bane duo. Yep, it's another food. So the Harbinger can trade with the 3/3. And the Baker's Bane duo can block any of these 1/1s without issue. Sure. They might have Trumpet Blast, but we have to make them have it essentially. Okay. If that's all that they have, then that's fine. Sure. I'm assuming this goes on to one of them. Oh, never mind. Okay, so they have a 3/1 and... Put that on that, and then we can't block that with this. If I put this out, I can then not Polywallop anyway. Let's play it. Because it allows us to be very, very annoying. Alright. Polywallop, not all that great here. Yep, resolve. Okay, what's Nettle Guard do? It gets +0/+2. Destroy target artifact or enchantment for 1. Alright, seems weird. I'll bite. I'd like to kill that, actually, so I'm going to block that with the Vinereap Mentor. Solely because I don't want it to destroy my Lunar Convocation or my fight spell. Yep. I think you swing out here. I'm not going to block the 1/1. Yep. I think they should have swung out with everything. Third creature you control gains hexproof? Oh, do they have another combat trick? If they do, that's fucked. That's all I can say. Oh, it doesn't make it survive this. Yeah. Okay. Nettle Guard number 2. Sure. There's a land. Auto pay. Get a 4/4 and a 1/1, which is, as they say in France, not that bad. Now, I would like some of my recursion cards, if at all possible. Sure. It's a 4/4. I'm gonna let that hit me. Sure. No blocks. Not much I can do about that. There's a land. And... they could sacrifice it to destroy one of my foods. And in response, I can sacrifice the food. And they're thinking about doing that. Oh, that's pretty good. Twice its power. Yeah, okay. That's a shame. I guess I'll block it next turn. No attacks. It's indestructible. Ugh, I had to give it indestructible. Ah! Oh, okay. Sure. Resolve. That doesn't... it's not as good as they think that is, to make it a 4/4. Unless they have something in their hand, I'm gonna block it. They attack with these two, yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Bomb. Yep. Makes that a 2. Okay. Sacrifice food. Get another land. No attack, end turn. That's exactly when I don't want land, game. Can I draw like anything but a land? We do have like 9 banked life here, which can save us from like 2 attacks here. Another creature, put a 1/1 counter on retreat roll. Yeah, so they're gonna give one of their groundlings flying. Okay. I'm gonna say that I don't really think that this is... I don't like where the blue-white deck is because it requires non-flying creatures, right? Put us back up to 15. Hey! That's a card. Next. No attacks, then turn. This can't be blocked by creatures of power 2 or less. So that's their whole board, but we're not really going in right now. In case they want to move this to something else, you know? Jackdaw Savior. Another creature card with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ah, wolves. Okay. Oh, resolve, sorry. That's so annoying. Alright. Sure. Block this like that. Actually... I think I leave this in case I draw a white source next turn, because then I can play this, activate it, crack food, draw a card, and hopefully do something else that like matters here. Or another creature you control flying. That's flying, yep. Oh my fucking god. Are we just dead? End turn. I might just be dead. It's how many fucking lands am I gonna get? Sacrifice food, because that's all I got, baby. I need like a card that's not even in my deck. I need like a board wipe here. Thornplate Intimidator. I guess that's like terrible. There you go. They could just pitch the cards in their hand. Or they could just pay life. It doesn't even matter. I want to see what they pitch. Or what they choose. Land. Alright, good game. I'll concede. What a middling nothing endgame, right? It was just like, hey, you know, and the card quality was very high in the deck, which is why that was frustrating. We just drew a bunch of nothing, and also too many lands. Too many lands. Like, we weren't drawing the good stuff, you know what I mean? A removal spell would have been great at any point, and I think we only got Fell and Polywallop, which was, like, not super great. That's fine. 5 and 3 is okay. We made our entry fee back and then some. Looking back at the deck, which I completely forgot to do last time. Hunter's Talent's amazing. If you're passing up Hunter's Talent, I don't think you know what you're doing. There are just so many boards where this is draw a card every turn. And also, it's... God, that's like a 7 for 1. Long Stalk Brawl seemed okay. I just... Sorcery Speed Fight. The problem is that it's a fight spell, right? I think we were correct in not playing too many double green spells or double black spells until like the top of our curve. Simply because there were too many times where it was like, I only have one green source, or I only have one white, one black source. I do feel, in retrospect, considering that, what is it called? Clifftop Lookout doesn't let you choose a card from among a certain amount of whatever. It just puts a card, puts a land into play. It's any land though, which is not terrible, but it's no, what is that stupid thing called? Trailblazer from the last set that got you a desert, and then it got +1/+1 for each desert. It's just a 1/2 with reach for 3. I feel like there's better versions of that, but also it does just put it right into play, which is like probably better than Probably better than some mana dorks. But real talk, don't sleep on Hunter's Talent. I think that this might actually be a first pickable card. Absolutely wild. Wild. It does so much. But yeah, if you enjoyed that, please hit that thumbs up button. You know what to do. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you can catch reviewing video games, leathercraft, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, I should be preparing for the evening. You have a good evening, folks.